right, guys, here's the deal. So I've been getting a lot of messages lately. People been asking me, and I said I wasn't gonna talk about this anymore, man, but it's just amazing. The stuff some of the people have been asking me, man, the messages people been sending me. People been asking me why I don't talk about Stellantis, why I don't badge Dodge for coming out with an EV. First of all, here's the thing. I already said what I had to say about, man, that's a nice 300 right there. It's a like 5.7. I already said what I had to say about that. And listen, guys, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person, and sometimes I feel like me being the way that I am and where I come from, how I was raised, may hold me back on social media. And I talked about this with my wife and my cousin. Sorry, y'all. Every time I start recording, somebody called me. But anyway, I think because of where I come from, a lot of times it holds me back on social media. First of all, I'm a grown man. I'm a man. I'm not going to sit on a camera and whine and complain about the same thing over and over and over again. Even if I don't agree with something, once I speak on it, it's done and over with. That's why I really wasn't going to make this video, but I am on the internet, and I do have a YouTube channel. I owe it to my supporters to talk about why I don't talk about certain things. And I understand it might not be popular to a lot of people. A lot of people like negativity. People like to hear other people whine and complain. And I'm not going to say whine and complain. People like to see and hear about negative stuff, especially if they feel like they're a part of it. They like to see other people and like to hear other people talking about it. And me personally, I just never been that type of guy. When I say something about Dodge or I say something about Stellantis, first of all, it's not personal for me. I'm not that deep involved or that deep in debt with them where I feel like my every waking moment I have to talk about what's going on with Stellantis or what's going on with Dodge. Okay, Dodge is coming out with an electric vehicle. Nobody wants it. Okay, we understand that. But I'm not going to keep making video after video after video talking about how much I don't like it, when it's coming out, you know, why do they do this, why do they do that. That's just not who I am. I'm just not that type of guy. You understand? I don't sit around and whine and complain about what other people doing. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff we can talk about besides Stellantis and the fact that they're not coming out with the Hemis anymore. I'm over it. I get it. They decided to discontinue the car. So what? There's a million other cars you can buy. I'm a Mopar guy to the end. I have my 300C. I'm happy. I'm good. Now, I can sit on camera all day long and make a million videos a month talking about the same thing over and over again. And I think a lot of people want that. I've probably lost a lot of subscribers because I'm not sitting on camera complaining about Stellantis on every video. I don't want EVs either. Nobody wants EVs. If you a true Mopar guy, no, you don't want an EV, but it's coming out. It is what it is. So people can stop sending me messages asking me why I don't talk about that stuff. Yes, some things I will discuss because I'm a car person. I like talking about cars, but guys, we need more positivity in the world. I'm not gonna keep sitting up every waking moment complaining about Stellantis. And every video they come out with, you know, promoting a new EV, I gotta be under the comments complaining and whining. I know that's what people like to see and people like to hear that, but I'm not that type of guy. I feel like if you had a YouTube channel, you should come out with content that can possibly help your subscribers, not constantly complaining about the stuff that we know we cannot change and we have no stake in it. So this is officially the last time I'm going to address that question. If I've lost 100 subscribers because I don't sit on camera and constantly deep dive into what Stellantis is doing, why they doing this, bruh, it's a million channels that talk about that stuff every day. I don't have to be another channel talking about that. Yes, like I said before, I'm a Hemi guy. Yeah, I got a Hemi muscle channel. That's the name of my channel. But I like all cars. I like a lot of other things that's going on in the world. And I'm going to start talking about that stuff as well. And also start doing some mods to my 300. But it's just ridiculous, some of the comments that I get and some of the things that I read. It's like people, that's all they want to hear about is what Stellantis is doing. If you're not talking about that, your channel ain't the good if you're not talking about that stuff every day. And it's just ridiculous. But to all the new up and coming YouTubers, man, YouTube get about 1.5 billion views a day. You don't need everybody to watch your channel. You just need some people. And those are the people that you talk to. Those are the people that you make content for. Everybody's not going to agree with what you do or what you don't do. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't sit around worrying about that, and I never do. You know, I've been raised, man, listen, I'm not one of those whiny, complaining type of guys. You know, I'm a man, I stand on business. If I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. I'm not gonna just sit on, I don't just pretend so I can make a video. If I don't like something, I'll talk about it and I'm done with it. If I like something, I'll talk about it and I'm done with it. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm not gonna keep, you know, women do that. That's what females do. Females complain and whine constantly about the same stuff over and over again. I'm not built like that. Yes, can I have a medium hot coffee with French vanilla and cream? That's it. That's what females do, man. Just sit on, you know, sit around with their girlfriends or sit on camera and whine and complain just so people can have sympathy for them. Or, you know, a lot of channels do it for views. I mean, I ain't about to do that. If somebody don't want to watch my channel because I'm not sitting around whining and complaining about something that they super salty about, 100 other channels you can look at. Bottom line. But anyway, so I just wanted to get that out the way. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with my channel, man. Actually, I've been getting a lot more subscribers and the views been going up. And I haven't even really been talking about Dodge. So I don't feel the need to have to just lock myself in that one lane. Some people, that's all they talk about and complain. So if they try to something different, nobody's gonna watch their channel. I don't wanna be like that. And the people who don't watch my channel, that's on them. I mean, you can't expect everybody, it's just like real life. Everybody's not gonna like you and everything is not gonna go your way. That's just how life is. And I understand that. Hello.
Hi, hot coffee?
Yes. And I hate making stupid videos like this, man. But sometimes you gotta say what you gotta say so people can understand, get a perspective of where you coming from. Bro, I'm not no female, man. I'm not about to sit on no camera and whine and complain about $1 billion company. You know, it's just so much crazy stuff going on in the world, and a lot of it is because we hurting as people, as humans. A lot of low self-esteem, a lot of bullying, a lot of lack of compassion for other people. Everybody want to be the boss. Everybody want to be on top and look down on other folks. And it's trickling down to these kids, man. If y'all haven't paid attention, you know, they already had a school shooting already. And it's a problem, guys. It's a problem, and a lot of this stuff started at home. Nobody's perfect. Being a parent doesn't come with a handbook, and some people are just a victim of their circumstances. I used to work with at-risk youth, and a lot of the issues that I saw in their upbringing. You know, I would put kids in programs. They would come back 6 months later, no change. You know why? Because they may do good in the program, but they're coming right back to the same environment. So what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna go back to the same thing they were doing before they got caught. And that's what's going on with a lot of the young guys, especially growing up in the hood. I grew up in Southeast DC, Washington, DC. If you don't know about it, Google it. So I grew up with these guys. And, you know, luckily, I played sports, and I'm probably do a separate video on that. And I would say sports saved my life. My parents had me at a very young age, so I'm blessed to have had my parents in my life, period. Considering they were so young. I know this video, most people probably not gonna watch all of it anyway, but I mean, I'm just, you know, sometimes guys, like I say, I just like to talk about real life stuff. You got people dying out of nowhere. Rich homie Quan, I know a lot of people might not even know who he is, but he's a guy that's like from my era, you know, and died, drug overdose. And it's sad because all these kids, now they're making it seem like using drugs is normal now. But popping all these pills, the drugs that these guys are using now is different from back in the day. They mixing all kinds of stuff in it. You don't know what you're getting. So that's why I try to talk to my kids, you know, especially my boys, especially being teenagers. You're a fool to think your kid is not around that stuff. It's all about how you raise them. It's all about giving them knowledge about what they may be getting themselves into. Once they get to a certain age, it's only but so much you're gonna be able to say. So us as parents, all we can keep doing is encouraging them and talking to them and just checking on them and seeing how they doing, because we get so caught up in the rat race ourselves, we forget about our kids need our support. You know, everybody's so stretched out with mortgages and car payments, and you know, everybody wants all this expensive stuff, and we forget about the kids. So you working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you have no time for your kids, and then you wonder why they out here doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And like I say, I'm not perfect. I try my best to spend as much time as I can with my kids, but I still got to pay the bills. So it's just certain things that we have to be conscious about, guys, you know. And I came across this post on Facebook, and this guy got a BMW. Now, I'm not sure if it's brand new, but the interest rate is like 26%. And he paying like almost like $1,000 a month, or I can't remember exactly how much it is. I'll put the picture up here for that car. So it's like, yeah, I don't know his financial situation, but 26%, and that's not even talking about insurance, maintenance, especially if it's used. A brake job on a BMW is $2,000 plus. So when you start, you know, putting yourself in all those type of situations where you're living in this $800,000 house and your mortgage $6,000 a month, and you got to work all day, every day, what about the kids? What about our health? And, you know, people overlook that kind of stuff. So that's why, damn, that Jeep look good. That's why it always amazes me, some of the stuff that I read, the comments I read on social media. It's like people just disconnected from real life and reality. And that's what I go back to, guys. I'm not about to sit on camera and keep complaining about some stuff that's really not that important, just so I can have people kissing my butt or following me on social media. That's not me, guys. That's just not the type of guy I am. And I really appreciate the ones that support me. And it's okay to disagree with me, or you have a different outlook on things, but trust and believe, us men, we gotta get stronger, and we have to start standing up and showing these young kids what it means to be a man and how to handle business. And that don't mean you have to pick up a gun every time somebody challenges you. You don't have to feel like you have to be a gangster to deal with the situation. A lot of these kids feel like they gotta be this tough guy in order to gain respect. And a lot of times you can gain respect by just being a man about the situation. You don't have to be the aggressor all the time. There has been plenty of situations where if I wanted to, I could have took a situation to a level that it didn't need to go to. But because I understand I have more important things that matter to me than my ego, I can de-escalate a situation and walk away and don't feel any kind of way about it. But these kids don't live by those principles anymore. Everybody's so feminine. Everybody's so sensitive. And I don't want to be one of those guys on the internet. Every video you click on, you hear me whining and complaining about something. Like, nah, that's not what my channel is about, guys. But I've been talking long enough. I appreciate everybody who watched the video all the way through. But I got a lot more content coming, guys. If you like this video, man, hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all on the next one.